sounded like this.
It sounded like this. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be all right. The lights are low.
That was actually, I think, my favorite solo yet.
Congratulations.
We're really loose people. We're very loose people.
Nice glasses.
Oh, looks like they're ready, though. They don't want processional, they want jungle buggy.
Welcome to Rowan University's 2015 commencement ceremonies. The procession is ready to begin. Please turn off all cell phones and please remain seated during the procession so everyone can see. Thank you.
For that white gold, this one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpiece, styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent, gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too high for the police and the fireman, I'm too high. Think I'm dragging one to retire, man, I'm too high. Say my name, you know who I am, I'm too high. And I'm bad about that money, break it down. Girls hit you hallelujah, girls hit you hallelujah, girls hit you hallelujah, 'cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you, 'cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you, 'cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. Saturday night and we in the party, don't believe some liquor in it. Take a sip, sign a check. Who do you know? Get your stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we're gonna show now. Smoother than a fresh dry skippy. I'm too hot. The police and the fireman, I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man, I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am, I'm too hot. I'm bad about that money, break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our national anthem and remain standing for the invocation. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Donald Farnelli, Grand Marshal.
Good afternoon, members of the class of 2015, families, friends, and the Rowan University community. My name is Dr. Donald Alfonso Farnelli. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Physics and Astronomy here at Rowan. Currently, I am completing my 51st year at Rowan, and as the longest tenured full-time faculty member, I am honored to present today's invocation and benediction and serve as the Grand Marshal for the commencement ceremonies. On this special day, before we move on with the milestone event, I ask that our graduates, their loved ones, their professors and friends reflect on what has brought you to this day and who has been with you on your journey. Graduates, no doubt, many people have inspired you and many opportunities have helped to form you. You have been impacted by people and by circumstances. Nonetheless, you have done the work, made the choices that bring us all here today. You persevered in college, you tested yourself, you took chances, and you succeeded. You have grown both as a student and as a person. Give thanks for those people and events that have helped bring you here today, your college commencement, and congratulate yourselves. Good job. Family, friends, professors, staff, community leaders, and our honored guests, join our graduates in celebrating all that has made this day a reality. And may this commencement ceremony be memorable to all of you. Please be seated.
Now, Rowan University Provost, Dr. Jim Newell.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to introduce our special guests. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. From the university leadership, Dr. Ali Hushmand, President. Dr. Toby Oxholm, Executive Vice President. From the Rowan University Board of Trustees, Ms. Linda Rohrer, Chair, Ms. Brenda Bacon, and Ms. Jamie Lynn Kissart, Student Trustees. Dean, Dr. Monica Sheely of the College of Education. Distinguished guests, Ms. Sandy Maxwell, Alumni Association Board of Directors. Dr. Ronald MacArthur, Dean of Liberal Studies, Atlantic Cape Community College. Dr. Mark Silverstein, Superintendent, Glassboro Public Schools. Dr. Michael Klein, the Executive Director of the New Jersey Association of State Colleges and Universities. Dr. Jay Cooter, former Dean, Graduate School. And our commencement speaker, Secretary Rochelle Hendricks, the State of New Jersey Secretary of Higher Education, along with members of Cabinet, Dean's Council, faculty marshals, and other senior members of the administration and faculty members from the College of Education. There are two other important constituencies that must be recognized as well. Students, please rise and recognize your Rowan family, the faculty, staff, and administrators who share in your pride and your success today. And most significantly, please turn and face the most important people in your life, your parents, your partners, your brothers, sisters, and loved ones who have provided support and resources during the past several years. Applaud them as you stand here ready to graduate. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. Today you will hear many people speak, and I can guarantee you that 20 years from now, the only thing you will remember is that the weather was perfect. So today is your perfect day. I hope you agree it is only fitting that a committed lifelong learner is here to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the Rowan University College of Education today. Good afternoon, my name is Linda Rohrer. I am chairman of the Rowan University Board of Trustees. In that role, it is my pleasure to welcome all of our graduates and their families and their friends to Rowan University on behalf of the faculty, staff, and administrators. I am definitely a lifelong learner. When I was a child, I planned on becoming a teacher, and indeed I did. I taught Spanish for 5 years at Paul VI High School in my hometown of Haddon Township. As it turned out, I also received my teaching certificate from what was then Glassboro State College. However, as it turned out, after that, I moved on into the business field. However, I have the greatest respect for teachers who are charged with a huge responsibility, that of preparing our young and not so young people for the future. And I have the greatest respect for the people sitting in front of me today, whether earning bachelor's, master's, or doctorate degrees or certificates. You are entering or moving ahead in a demanding field that is critical to the well-being of our nation. All of our society depends on you. You will change lives for generations. I want to say congratulations for reaching this milestone in your academic life. And I also want to say thank you for what you have done and what you will do. For me, life is always a learning process. After I left teaching, I returned to education to earn my real estate license. I have worked in real estate for 39 years and have owned my own firm for 30 of those years. I have pursued education formally and informally since then as well. I consider myself the eternal student. I hope your life is graced with students who feel the same way as I do about education. I hope you lead a classroom of eager learners. Of course, Reality is you will have some of those students who always are reading or building or raising their hands, and you will have some who would rather be anywhere else than in the classroom. And unfortunately, I think I had the majority of them. You will deal with parents who are active in their children's education, some who are a bit too active, and some who are oblivious. I had many of both. You will go head to head with administrators and maybe one day become one. This is your calling, and it will be rewarding. As you leave Rowan and this college that is the very core of it, your future should be more about than just learning and earning money and having a job. It should be about discovering what makes you happy to get up in the morning and then doing it. It should be about choosing a career path that brings value to your community and joy to your life. I wish that for all of you. Graduates, on behalf of the board, the administration, professors, and staff, I offer you sincere congratulations and wish you much success in your lives. Thank you.
Before I begin, let me acknowledge also Dr. Larry Nespoli, the President of County College Commission, who is here. Welcome. Okay, good afternoon. Come on. This is the day for the college where Rowan began over 90 years ago. You are the most important college in this university. I expect more energy from you. Good afternoon. Very good. Come on, show me some energy. Let me take these off. I'm Ali Hushman, President of Rowan University, and I have the pleasure of addressing all of you on this special occasion. Before I share with you my remarks, I would like to take a moment to welcome alumni from the class of 1965. Where were you then? Who are celebrating their 50th anniversary. I assume we're going to see them in here. These alumni are viewing the ceremony remotely from the Alumni Engagement Center, Spin Hall. Can we see this? Are they seeing us? Can we see them? No, I don't think. They can see us, we can see them. Let's give these outstanding alumni a warm round of applause. I'm sure they can hear you and they can see you. This is indeed a beautiful day for many reasons. Rowan University class of 2015. I'm not talking about the weather, although it's a wonderful day. It's amazing compared with last year this time. I'm not even talking about the setting, though like you, I love our campus. It looks beautiful, and it's getting more and more beautiful by the day. Today, however, is a beautiful day because it represents so much to all of you, to your family and friends, and to the professors, staff, administrators, and the boards at Rowan University. This is the culmination of years of hard work. This is the day that marks a major transition for you and a major accomplishment for all of us. Accomplishment. When I was preparing for today, accomplishment was one of the three words that quickly came to mind. The other two were change and pride. I want to speak briefly with you about those three words because they reflect you and they reflect this institution. Commencement is about more than an end to finals or a day of caps and gowns and celebration. This day is about accomplishment. I applaud you for the time and energy you put into earning your degree, whether it's undergraduate or graduate. A college degree is an indication or indicator of education. Of course it is. But also, it's an indication of socioeconomic status, earning potential, and much more. It is not easy earning a college degree. It takes talent, drive, and determination. It takes commitment. It takes the ability to recognize opportunities, whether to conduct research with a professor, or lead a student group, or study abroad. You have all of these qualities, and those attributes are integral to our school as well. Rowan is known for seizing opportunities, for taking chances that benefit the university and the community, from K through 12 students to businesses, for being deeply committed to education and to our region. Rowan works to ensure all students have access to an affordable, quality education. And Rowan is known for accomplishing what it sets out to do. We have experienced great growth in the last few years. Today, we are 15,000 students strong. We have had a 25% growth in applications this year alone, and we have more than 88,000 alumni. As for change, you have evolved. Whether you have attended Rowan for 1 year or 6, whether you have majored in teaching or counseling or reading or school psychology, in administration or special education, you have evolved while here. Undergraduate students went from being teenagers to adults, or hopefully very soon taxpayers. Graduate students may have gone from one classroom to another to pursue degrees that will foster their professional lives in the places they have worked for years. As you have changed, so too has Rowan. For most of you, during your tenure here, we have added 2 medical schools, gained research institution status, expanded Rowan Boulevard, and added new programs and degrees. We have broken ground for new facilities for the Henry M. Rowan College of Engineering and William G. Rowan College of Business. We have added students and faculty, incredibly bright students and amazingly talented faculty who could have attended or taught many places and chose Rowan. We have grown in size and in prestige. We, the Rowan family, are proud of all of you. During your time here, you have gotten to know many of us and became close to some of us, no doubt. Faculty have taught you, faculty and staff have mentored you, perhaps someone tutored you or counseled you, perhaps someone connected you to an internship or a job possibility. Regardless of in what context, you have gotten to know people who have impacted your life. I trust you are proud as well in yourself and in this university. Rowan is on an unprecedented path. Our university has long been a regional leader in education. Today, we are poised to become a national leader. We see that in the opportunities that the state of New Jersey has afforded us, and in the federal organizations and Fortune 500 firms that fund so much of our research. We see that in the awards our professors and students earn, and in the companies that seek us out for partnership. We see it in the business and school districts and organizations that hire our graduates. I hope this makes you proud of your Rowan degree. That degree is your entree to your future. As Rowan continues to evolve, that degree will only become more valuable. You're part of a big family. Those who have come before you have helped provide for your education. I hope you will consider doing the same for future Rowan students, whether that is in contribution of your time or your resources. Graduates, on behalf of the entire Rowan community, I congratulate you on what you have accomplished here. I wish you great success. I trust you will make a difference in this world. Congratulations. Education is critical to the future of our state and our nation. We know this to be true at Rowan University. Every student here today knows it. Every faculty member knows it. And our commencement speaker knows it as well. In fact, she works every day to ensure that New Jersey remains a leader in higher education. As the first Secretary of Higher Education for the state of New Jersey, Rochelle Hendricks has more than 20 years of experience working on education issues in the Garden States and is a powerful advocate for our cause. In her current role as member of the governor's cabinet, Secretary Hendricks is responsible for policy and program development to enhance New Jersey higher education institutions and ensure they are always competitive. Among other initiatives, she has focused on advancing the blueprint for higher education reforms as recommended by Governor Kane's Higher Education Task Force. In this capacity, Secretary Hendricks has worked to implement the New Jersey Medical and Health Science Education Restructuring Act that built and the Building Our Future Bond Act, which benefited Rowan greatly. With these initiatives, we achieved state research institution status, integrated the School of Osteopathic Medicine, and funded our new buildings for our Henry M. Rowan College of Engineering and William G. Rowan College of Business. Since 1987, Secretary Hendricks has served the Department of Education in a number of roles, including acting commissioner, acting deputy commissioner, and assistant commissioner. Prior to joining the Department of Education, she worked for more than 15 years at Princeton University in numerous capacities. She started her career as a teacher at her alma mater, Ramson Fair Haven Regional High School. Secretary Hendricks is a member of the New Jersey Partnership for Action. She also is chair of the Council for Innovation, which was established to enhance collaboration amongst academia, business, and industry, and the state. She has served on the State Ethics Commission and has been vice chair of the Educational Facilities Authority Board. She's a founding member of the Policy Steering Council for the Center for Higher Education Strategic Information and Governance at Stockton University, a member of the board of the Education Leadership Foundation of New Jersey, an ex-officio member of the Board of Trustees for the New Jersey Institute of Technology. It is my pleasure to introduce New Jersey Secretary of Higher Education, the Honorable Rochelle Hendricks.
Good afternoon, Rowan University. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let me try that again. Good afternoon, Rowan University.
Good afternoon.
That's a lot better. And let me first begin by, of course, greeting your president, the dean, Dean Shealy, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, administration, staff, alumni, especially those coming back after 50 years, elected officials, family and friends of the class of 2015, and the real stars of this afternoon, the class of 2015. You've acknowledged those who've helped you along the way, and you've been acknowledged for the extraordinary things that you've done to get you to this place. But before I go into my remarks, and thank you for the opportunity to address you and be here with you, I want to acknowledge these musicians. These musicians are amazing, phenomenal. And they played music I recognized. It was a wonderful thing. Thank you so very much. You know, amazing things, you just heard your president talk about them. He kind of stole my thunder a little bit. Amazing things are happening here at Rowan University. But I want to take you back for a minute. I want to take you to Glassboro Normal School of 1923. The path from a teacher training school to a research university has been extraordinary. Let's look at what the normal school did to demonstrate to you that you were always on a path for progress and innovation. In 1935, Glassboro opened one of the first clinics in the country for reading disabilities and gained national reputation as a leader in reading education and physical therapy, emerging at the forefront of the special education movement. Being first, having a national reputation, is not new. In 1967, the college hosted the historic summit conference between President Johnson and the Soviet premier, helping to ease world tension. Being on the global scene is not new. You received $100 million gift from Henry and Betty Rowan in 1992, the largest gift bestowed on a public institution at that time. And you're beginning to get more donations and more money. And some alumni out here right now today will be ready to give even a larger contribution to Rowan University. And by the way, in 1997, do you know which of our four-year public institutions offered the first doctoral program? You ought to be able to guess by now. Your institution. So you've been cutting edge, you've been leading the way. And now what's happened is you've accelerated. I talked about from 1923 to about 1997. In the last few years, in the few years that I have been in my position as Secretary of Higher Education, just 4 years, you've done extraordinary things. Your president outlined being named a research university. He talked about the 2 medical schools, one of only 2 institutions in the nation with 2 medical schools, both a DO and an MD. You've got the new School of Engineering. You've got a new business school being developed. You've got all kinds of things happening. And I have to make sure you know that when I look for an innovative entrepreneurial partner to advance economic growth and workforce development, especially in the southern part of our state, the first people I go to are the team here at Rowan University. They're helping us to build a true innovation ecosystem in the state of New Jersey. Now, after spending a little time with your dean, the superintendent from Glassboro, some of the faculty here in the College of Education, I'm coming after you because you have some stuff that I need. You're doing some things that really matter to us. And so I want you to step into that place that Glassboro Normal School already laid out for you to be a national leader in the change that we need in all of education, pre-K through 20. So I have a question. Can I count on you to be there? I'm not so sure. I know it's hot for some of you in the sun, but I'm gonna try it again, because I need to know that I can count on you to be there. I'll try it again. Can I count on you? Yes, we are counting on you to uphold the tradition of excellence and innovation at Rowan, starting with teachers and educators who are willing to be first, who dare to lead, who imagine the extraordinary for themselves and others. I stopped by to encourage you to own your role as shapers of the future, a future that education can help make brighter for individuals, families, communities, and nations, whether you're teaching, counseling, administering programs, or developing policy. As educators, what you do, what we do really does matter. We are at a critical inflection point in history. As technological and scientific advances have altered our relationship to time and space, our distinctions of race, religion, tribe, ethnicity, and class have been simultaneously intensified and minimized. At this time of dramatic and rapid change in the world, with pivotal challenges as well as opportunities, we have never been more wholly interdependent and interconnected. Quality education is key to us finding a way forward. I'm the first to acknowledge that the issues we confront as educators are complex, while the resources diminishing and the demands increasing. We have a special, perhaps unprecedented opportunity to dramatically impact issues of social and economic justice, to strengthen our democracy and promote peace as caring, committed practitioners of this noble and ennobling profession. After 4 decades, Ali talked about 20 and 15, some of you figured it out, that was at least 35. I'm here to own up to the fact that it's been 40 years. Pre-K experience at the local, state, national, and international levels. As a teacher, counselor, administrator, and policy wonk, I've accumulated volumes of stories and experience. And at some point, I'd love to share them with you, but I obviously will not torture you with that today. But there are some things that after 40 years that I do want you to understand. And one is that I am more passionate than ever about what I do and why I do it. And so I want to explore with you what it is you believe. What are the things you value? What do you think about persistently failing schools? Well, I'll tell you, I'm one of those people, one of those educators who believe that failure is not an option. And I hope you feel the same way. When it comes to achievement gaps, whether it's our special needs students, students of color, students from deprived and challenged backgrounds, students that are overindulged and enriched, whatever it is, I am one of those warm and fuzzy educators who believes every person has gifts and talents. And our job is to help our students, whoever they are, wherever they come from, discover them and cultivate them. What do you believe? What do you believe when it comes to changing the trajectory of a person's life? By what we say and what we do, or by what we fail to say or fail to do. And yes, I am truly convinced that as educators, we can do more than simply help to beat the odds. If we do the things that you're prepared to do from this place, and if you believe that theme song, just watch, I'm so pretty I could kiss myself. If you truly believe that, then here's what I suggest. We can do more than beat the odds. We can change the odds. And so I'm counting on you from Rowan University to be my soldiers who walk with me and talk with me and work with me to change the odds so that every child in this state has a quality education and leaves prepared for a career and the workplace, leaves prepared for whatever their dreams would dare bring to them. So if I have some believers, if you just stick with me for a minute, I'm just going to give you a couple of examples. And soon after that, I'll be taking my seat, if that helps you. Here are a couple of striking examples. There was a student who couldn't talk until he was 4 years old. He couldn't read until he reached the age of 7. He was described by his teachers as mentally slow, unsociable, and adrift in his foolish dreams. The student's name? Albert Einstein. Beethoven was admonished by his teacher that he was hopeless as a composer. Louis Pasteur ranked 15 in a class of 22 students in his chemistry major. Probably should have thought it was all over. Rodin experienced 3 rejections before he got into art school. And Caruso's voice teacher said he has no voice and could not sing. See, it matters what we believe. It matters if we see what is possible rather than what seems to be at the moment in time as impossible. It matters what we say and what we do. Well, I don't want to stop there because I'm sure some of you can recall that teacher, counselor, coach, administrator who inspired you, who understood you, who stood by you, who believed in you. And maybe that teacher was like Miss Thompson, who taught a student named Teddy Stallard. Teddy, you see, was disinterested in school, a little bit like some of the people, madam, that you described. His hair was uncombed, never combed, really. His clothes were wrinkled, and he was unfocused, unmotivated, and just plain difficult. But Miss Thompson loved all in her class. She loved them all the same. But she had to admit that Teddy was causing her to wonder if she could really own that claim 100%. She read his record, which is something we all need to be able to do. And in the record, it said his mother was dead and his father was disinterested. Well, Christmas came, and the students brought gifts to class. Teddy's present was wrapped in brown paper, and when Miss Thompson opened it up, a gaudy rhinestone bracelet with missing stones and a cheap bottle of perfume fell out. Well, you can imagine that the other children began to giggle. But Mrs. T put the bracelet on with the missing rhinestones, put a little bit of the cheap perfume on her wrist, smelled the wrist, and then walked around to the other students and say, "Oh, doesn't this smell wonderful? Doesn't this smell good?" And the students went from giggling to going ooh and ah. And with that ooh and ah, it changed something in Teddy. That afternoon, Teddy stayed after class. He lingered a little bit, and he said, "Miss Thompson, you smell just like my mother, and her bracelet looks pretty on you, too." Mrs. T and Teddy were both different from that day forward. Mrs. Thompson's claim for loving all her students became real in that moment, and especially the Teddys that would come afterwards. Years had passed, and when Teddy Stallard let her know that he was graduating first in his class, he then let her know a few years later that he'd become an MD. And he wrote, "Dear Miss Thompson, today I am an MD, and I'm getting married. I want you to come to my wedding and sit where my mother would have sat if she were alive. My dad died last year. Mrs. Thompson, you'll be my only family member present." Educators, You touch lives in ways you can't even imagine. You touch the future. You change lives. You make believers out of people who otherwise may not believe in themselves. Your work is profound. It's great. It's extraordinary. So yeah, better believe the hype. Just watch. You got the stuff, and we're counting on it. I want you to resist the labels, the stereotypes. I want you to create room for diverse gifts to be made manifest. I want you to discourage fear and offer hope to all. I want you to imagine all the possibilities for growth, the rich array of diverse talents, and expect success stories. Most of all, expect your success story. There was a Gallup poll, I'm almost finished, pointed out that traits most common in successful people are purpose in life, the willingness to take risk, to be able to exercise control, and to solve problems rather than place blame. They care about the quality of life, and they have opportunity to share their expertise and knowledge. These, quite frankly, are the same qualities that make for a successful educator. So class of 2015, I say you're bound for success. I simply stop by to say own it. New Jersey is counting on you to be great and to do great things. And yes, I'm going to be calling on you, I make that promise, and your College of Education Dean Sheriff. I see you as key to helping my office develop sound policy, drive meaningful innovation, and researching what works, and most of all, producing world-class educators. Soon to be Rowan alums, I urge you to go where you can make a difference. And then when you get there, make a difference. Be the difference that the world and you want to see. I implore you to use all the knowledge you've gathered from Rowan experience, lectures, books, discussions, papers, projects, practicums, professors, classmates, and personal experiences. Make a commitment to excellence without comparisons or contrasts. Set your own personal standard of excellence. When you apply your knowledge and skill, when you excel and when you flop, be patient with yourself. Avoid the trap of false comparisons. Rather, find your authentic self and be true to it. Most of all, love what you do and love those for whom you are doing this work. At the end of the day, your sense of purpose, your passion for doing will transcend the obstacles and the disappointments that are sure to come. Finally, I choose for you to like you. And that's why I love the music, because it said I'm so pretty, I could kiss myself. I want you to believe in you, because who are you with all the time? Everywhere you go, who's there? Who's there? Everywhere you go. So it behooves you to like you. You don't want to be in the company of somebody you don't like. But there's another reason why I urge that. In all the research, in all my experience, the people who were most effective were people who at least liked themselves. They accepted their strengths and their weaknesses, and you know what it did? It allowed them to like and love other people, to respect others and to embrace them. So educators, I want you right now, go ahead, kiss yourself. You are all that, as my kids used to say way back in the day, and a bag of chips. So as you step into this next phase of your life, your career, equipped and empowered to do great things, I leave you with this thought from Mark Twain. Always work like you don't need the money. Pretty easy for most educators. Always fall in love like you've never been hurt. Kind of a challenge. Always dance like nobody is watching, even though Ali Hushman and I broke a move. And always, always live life like it's heavens on earth. Congratulations, go get them.
Hello, my name is Monica Sheely, and I'm the Dean of Rowan's College of Education. This year, Rowan University, for the first time, is awarding medals of excellence that honor worthy individuals in one of three categories. Awards for distinguished service recognize the recipient's service to the university or their communities. Awards for research recognize recipients' impact on their fields through innovative and relevant research. Awards for alumni achievement recognize graduates' impact on their field and/or the university. Deans in each of our colleges have an opportunity to present awards at commencement ceremonies this year. I am happy to announce that the first Rowan University College of Education Medal of Excellence for Distinguished Service goes to the Honorable Rochelle Hendricks. Secretary Hendricks, you have an exemplary record of service to the state of New Jersey and to higher education. You are a staunch advocate for our institutions and our students. On behalf of the Rowan University College of Education, it gives me great pleasure to present you with this medal.
This week, we are graduating 40 students who have served our country as members of the military or National Guard. Many of them have served overseas. We recognize the challenges and hardships of going overseas and then transitioning back home to Rowan to complete their education. Will those students who have served in the military or National Guard please stand to be recognized? Thank you so much for your service to our country. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to recognize the graduates who have excelled in their academic studies while here at Rowan. These students are graduating today with honors and fall into 3 levels of achievement. Students graduating cum laude have achieved a grade point average of 3.45 to 3.64. Will those students who are graduating cum laude please stand to be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. Students graduating magna cum laude have achieved grade point averages of 3.65 to 3.84. Will those students who are graduating magna cum laude please stand to be recognized? You may be seated. And finally, students graduating summa cum laude, the highest honor, have achieved grade point averages of 3.85 to 4.0. Will those students who have achieved this distinction please stand to be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. Congratulations to all on your achievements. At this time, I would like to recognize the medallion winners, Honors Concentration graduates, and Honors Society members. They're listed in the program and have been recognized at previous ceremonies. Will all these graduates please stand? Thank you and congratulations on your achievement. You may be seated.
I'm back again. About 20 years ago, I sat where you're sitting for the first time receiving my bachelor's degree from the University of South Florida. And on that day, I said that's the last day the college would see of me. I was ready to head out to work. But after 6 years of teaching in middle and high schools, 12 years in higher education, 3 subsequent degrees, I'm back again telling you that your life is just beginning as a lifelong learner. You will be back again seeking opportunities for professional and personal development, and you never know where this road will lead you. It's difficult to miss recent headlines that portray educators and colleges or schools of education in a less than favorable light. These headlines question the credibility of programs grounded in research and tout the benefits of boot camp programs filled with well-intentioned prospective teachers who treat teaching in high-poverty settings like a stint in the Peace Corps. They focus on educators who are mourning the loss of creativity and exploration because of an over-reliance on standardized assessments to measure student learning and teacher quality. Despite the attacks on public education and the denigration of those who have devoted their lives to education, all of you have decided to join or continue your professional development in this honorable field. Teaching is the foundation of all other professions. Let me say that again. Teaching is the foundation of all other professions. I applaud the evolution of Rowan University from a teacher's college, which provided high-quality teachers for South Jersey, to a comprehensive research institution with 2 medical schools and an emphasis on science, technology, and medical health. Yet on this day of celebration, let us not forget that if it were not for Glassboro Normal School, Glassboro State Teachers College, there would be no Royer College of Business, there would be no Rowan College of Engineering, there would be no Cooper Medical School and School of Osteopathic Medicine. The cornerstone of this institution is the College of Education. In the College of Education, we have a new tagline: access, success, and equity, turning research into practice. College of Education graduates, we are counting on you to live out our new tagline, our new vision and mission through your work and those you serve, including P through 12 learners, families, and communities. Thank you and congratulations.
Stay, continue. Wait over here.
It's time to proceed to the presentation of graduates. Today's candidates hail from the College of Education graduate and undergraduate programs. Each of our graduates will be called individually by program. We will start with graduates of the doctoral program in educational leadership. Each graduate will be awarded a hood and diploma cover. The hood is a symbol of entry into an elite community of scholars. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Ann Tiao, who will read the names of the doctoral candidates. Each dissertation chair will hood each graduate individually.
Good afternoon. As our students are lining up, we will be announcing each doctoral student individually with their name, the name of their faculty advisor or the person presenting the hood, as well as the title of their dissertation. Will the faculty please stand up with your students? Our first student today is Dr. Lorraine Richeza, hooded by Dr. Corey Meredith Brown. The title of her dissertation is Nurturing Young Learners in Practice, a case study of key teacher dispositions. Next up is Dr. Kevin Higgins. The hooding faculty will be Dr. Shauna Bouchel. The title of his dissertation is The Student-Teacher Relationship in a One-on-One Technology Classroom, a Case Study. Congratulations. Next is Dr. Lakeisha Hyman, also hooded by Dr. Shauna Bouchel. Title of her dissertation is Middle School Plunge, a mixed method study exploring sixth grade students' perceptions of their transition to middle school experiences and its influences on school achievement and performance for urban youth. Next is Dr. Fred DiCostanzo, hooded by Dr. James Coxum. Title of his dissertation is The Impact of a Standardized Participant Simulation Learning Experience on the Critical Thinking Disposition of Undergraduate Health Administration Students. Dr. Adam Angaluzzi, hooded by Dr. Ginny Doolittle. A case study, the implementation of the English Language Arts Common Core standards in a secondary school setting.
Congratulations, Dr. Angaluzzi.
Dr. Christopher Heilig, hooded by Dr. Ginny Doolittle. Data-driven decision-making, data interplay within a high school district. Dr. Vanessa Pellington, hooded by Dr. Gloria Hill. A qualitative study, student mothers' perceptions of homogeneous and heterogeneous advisory groupings in secondary settings. Dr. Alfred Trafford, hooded by Dr. Ann Johnson. Undocumented Hispanic students and the post-secondary transition, a narrative perspective. Dr. Jill Patterson, hooded by Dr. Ann Johnson, examining the underlying currents of high school girls' perceived STEM, self-efficacy, and self-science course options, a mixed method study. Dr. Kimberly Clark, hooded by Dr. Ann Johnson. A feminist investigation of gender performance through a reflection on the process of certification in a non-traditional educational leadership program. Dr. Michelle Critelli, hooded by Dr. Ann Johnson. How a secondary school as an organization defines and embeds the term college readiness. Dr. David Edwards, hooded by Dr. Monica Kerrigan. Faith Capital, a persistent study of 2 student learning communities at a Northeastern community college. Dr. Cynthia Veith, hooded by Dr. Michelle Kowalski. Exploring the impact of group work on communication apprehension for business students. Dr. Sandra Griffin, hooded by Dr. Michelle Kowalski. Secondary school counselors' identification of strategies for meeting the needs of high-functioning autism spectrum disorder students placed in the general education program. Dr. Oscar Rodriguez, hooded by Dr. Hector Rios. The effects of external controls on teachers' development of technology competencies in an economically disadvantaged district. Dr. Pamela Berlanti, hooded by Dr. Katrinka Somdold-Sands. Finding Your Place in This World, a quantitative study exploring the geoliteracy skills and contact knowledge taught to students with disabilities educated in segregated special education classrooms. Dr. Lynn Kramer Syracusa, hooded by Dr. Maria Sudek. Faculty Expectations and Perceptions of Writing at a Community College. And last but certainly not least, Dr. Michael Lee, hooded by Dr. Barbara Bull-Williams, Transforming a System, Leadership to Implement an Intervention and Referral Services Process that assists teachers. Congratulations to all of our doctoral candidates. I would now like to ask the graduates of the Education Specialist in School Psychology degree program to come forward. This program requires 40 semester hours of graduate study beyond the master's degree. Dr. Barbara Bull-Williams is the coordinator of the Educational Specialist program.
Winfield Thompson. Paige Pfeiffer. Jonathan Tarbos. Mary Elizabeth Zenyuk. Sarah Larson. Gina Pasito. Albina Duncan. Amy Coleman. Cassandra Wright. Regina Lyons. Caitlin Blasi. Alexandra Vartanian. Louis Fair. Green cards.
Now to the graduates of the College of Education's master's degree programs. First is the Master's of Arts in Counseling and Educational Settings, Dr. Hector Rios, Program Coordinator.
Alicia Kenyon. Kristen Ellis. Marin McGee. Ariel Rocco. Corinne Ahrens. Kristen Marie Coyne. Christina Alice George. Jasmine Rahman. Carly Ann Clementis. Megan Marie Setzer. Lauren Eaton. Megan Ward. Sarah Duca. Kelly Cox. Marquetta Surratt. Corey Tucker. Brianna Kelly. Amy Danielle Rubin. Brittany O'Malley. Natalie Elise Markowski. Amanda West. Melissa Zawowitz. Brittany Rose Garcia. Ashley Jacquez. Jennifer Stopek. Anthony Gambino. Ricky Green. Jennifer Tolliver. Felicia Easterling. Sarah Czar. Michael O'Brien. Stephen Mertranga. Vincent Ronfolo. Tricia Agard.
Now the Master of Arts in Higher Education, Dr. Bert Cisco, Program Coordinator.
Danielle Simsick. Stephanie Riley. Stephanie Ackerman. Jessica Canaday. Eunice Adegon. Margaret Bonanni. Lindsay Petrash. Marie Dionisi. Kezianne String. Sabrina LeBeau. Megan McHugh.
Next degree is the Master of Arts in Learning Disabilities, Dr. Sharon Davis, Program Coordinator.
Joseph DeVecchis.
Next is the Master of Arts in Reading Education, Dr. Stacy Leftwich, Program Coordinator.
Andrea Ortiz Soto. Brianne Sudero. Morgan Layer. Caitlin Tumulty. Kelsey Veemer. Christina Finnegan. Sarah Inowitz. Ashley Power. Liesel Duffy. Julie Sarah. Laura Tierney Sprang. Jamie Alexander. Tina Casal. Tara Hart. Catherine McConaughey. Patrice Steller. Joanne Tracy. Jason Lynn. Kathleen Watts. Samantha Delude. Stephanie Barufi. Kelly Turner.
Next is the Master of Arts in School Administration, Ms. Maria Lanza Gladney, representing Program Leadership.
Alana Gibson. Ariel Schwartz. Wendy Marco. Dina Barker. Lauren Foy. Nicole Rowland. Alicia Thompson. Alicia. Devette Ferguson. Jennifer Hauser. Megan Hallman. Shannon Bretz. Tiffany Ballard Blair. Patricia Weber. Krista Hahn. Anna Paula Conway. Ashley Ernest. Heather Egan. Heather Jackson. Lynn Holscher. Richard Martinez Jr. Ishmael Bermudez II. Eugene Allen.
Next is the Master of Arts in School Psychology, Dr. Barbara Bowl-Williams, Program Coordinator.
Gabrielle Ward. Leslie Miles. Kimberly Nizalek. Daniel Tarantula. Nicole Somogji. Amanda Brady. April Siktar. Monique Goodwin. Alexandra Maldonado. Dana Samuelson. Dana Oppenheimer. Veronica Schumann. Jean Marie Guathny. Jamie Lynn Gaetano.
Master of Arts in Special Education, Dr. Joy Zinn, Program Coordinator.
Christopher Fox. Lauren Arno. William John Moylan. Michelle Gould. Rosemary Harrison. Rachel Janis. Madeline Sarkauko. I think I screwed that up.
Master of Arts in STEM Education, Dr. Jill Perry, Program Coordinator.
Daniel Kleehammer. Drew Favit. Matthew Zarkadis.
Master of Education in Teacher Leadership, Dr. Maria Sudek, Program Coordinator.
Talon Olson. Christopher Tucker. Christopher Veloti. Christina Berry. Megan Hamill. Charity Lee Connect.
Master of Science in Teaching Elementary Education, Dr. Yvonne Rodriguez, representing Program Leadership.
Caitlin Zink. Sandy McCarthy. Emma Zoller.
Oh, yes.
Ashley Marie Salerno. Leonie Dillard. Caitlin Alexander. Michael Daniel Hoover. Richard Charles Hagen.
Master of Science in Teaching, Secondary Education, Dr. Yvonne Rodriguez, representing Program Leadership.
Samantha Tucker. Erica Cantor. Patricia Harkins. Michael Kanazik. Anthony Howboys. Matthew John Bowe. Kyle Skelly Kadatziski. Kayla Arney.
Master of Science in Teaching, Theater Education, Dr. Yvonne Rodriguez, representing Program Leadership.
Andrea Kopevnica. Matthew Plow. Kara Lavioli.
Congratulations to all of our masters and EDS students.
And finally, graduates from our bachelor's degree programs. Early Childhood Education, Dr. Zainab Isik Ikran, Program Coordinator.
Jennifer Pejzak. Jillian Hochuli. Nicole Malpai. Brianne O'Leary. Haley Marie Rebiak. Ariel Armenti. Angelica Supi. Brittany Smith. Lindsay Camerieri. Lauren Ann DeBona. Sarah Elizabeth DeStefano. Sarah Moore. Caitlin Maram McCall. Nicole Salerno. Fallon Clowney. Jacqueline Bradley. Victoria Parr. Stephanie Racaza. Kaylee Nicole Horner. Miranda Donian. Kelsey Flynn. Catherine Orellana. Kayla Vages. Sarah Ann Elizabeth Weitzel.
Elementary Education, Dr. Corrine Meredith Brown, Program Coordinator.
Alicia Papa. Megan Daly. Jessica Leister. Jason Malecki. Jamie Stone. Christina Hun. Jennifer Alamin. Kaylee Fishwick. Joey Vivigani. Madison Pagliacetti. Olivia Bendig.
Thank you.
Sarah Bubness. Victoria Went. Amanda Fee. Anne Victoria Kolbach. Brittany Van Ostenbridge. Jessica Van Ostenbridge. Kelly McHale. Susanna Mentul. Jessica Rosweski. Katie Rickenbach. Victoria Lonero. Brittany Comer. Leah Feldman. Kelly McKeever. Kaylee Colgan. Dana DiPiero. Christine Collins. Theologia Varantis. Leanne Zog. Lindsay Longo. Amanda Vidnai. Nicolette Mariano. Corinne Monzo. Stuart Moskovitz. Michelle Rosenthal. Jennifer Enos. Lauren Johnson. Brittany Grasso. Julia Voltis. Melanie Wychecki. Destiny Ambre Barker. Mackenzie Elizabeth Frontalone. Michael Sullivan. Carly Francis. Sarah Holroyd. Brian Kazalowski. Rob Ricente. Rachel Chalette. Hillary Ann Lavandowski. Lauren Baranowski. Christina Savaris. Samantha Bonone. Lauren Miller. Carly Maddox. Islay Flynn. Gabrielle Serliente. Shannon Iwasco. Rachel Ann Burrell. Megan Segato. Jessica Smith. Marielle Rogers. Caitlin Sullivan. Megan McSweeney. Gina Marie Garrison. Sarah Brooks. Alyssa Mustaro. Megan Solman. Jenna Botto. Carly Bond. Christine Andrews. Tricia Dahmer. Miranda Massara. Stephanie Probst. Amanda Sylvester. Jamie Elizabeth Prettyman. Lauren Ferguson. Sarah Mazzeo. Brittany Wall. Christina Hargrove. Brittany Reginas. Jennifer LaBelle. Andrea Y. Handy. Nadia Lee Larquente. Jane Chang. Christina Falciani. Rebecca Nelson. Erica Galatola. Deanna Sheridan. Dana Permito. Danielle Tombleson. Daniela Cucinato. Erin Marie Nedzwicki. Amanda Ferraro. Stephanie Brunarski. Jenna Van Linton. Ashley Payne. Molly Olsey. Alyssa Schaefer. Jessica Esther Schaub. Perry First. Taylor Katowick. Rachel Ackerman. Maureen Bussond. Brittany Hearn. Katrina Krafzig. Amy Souter. Megan Neer. Catherine Bennett. Sunil Ganau. Maura Manjalia. Megan Lee. Veronica Fanning. Jennifer Campbell. Brooke Helmendolers. Chelsea Ann Shupp. Catherine Marie Mortorano. Erin Catherine Mitchell. Amy Elizabeth Johnson. Allison Zeblieb Founder. Brittany McCall. Courtney Workman. Victoria Mindrino. Christine Alexander. Erica LaRosa. Jacqueline Schultz. Robin Sauer. Brittany Boscola. Alicia Sharan.
Health and Physical Education, Dr. Peter Radigan, representing Program Leadership.
Kyle Morgenweck. Leanne Miller.
Subject Matter Teaching, for English, Dr. Catherine McGinn, Program Coordinator. For Math, Dr. Jill Perry. For Science, Dr. Isam Abi Almona. For Social Studies, Dr. Martha Viator, Program Coordinator.
Kirsten Hars. Brianna Carlino. Allison Elizabeth Brenner. Michael David Morris. Shannon Reed. Sarah Lynn Melkert.
Thank you.
Michael Mahoney. Meredith Reeve. Demetrios Trentafiello. Montus Toboggan. Justin Francois. William Zioli. Michael Puste. Ryan James Murphy. Angelina Bertino. Adriana Maccaro. Jessica Martorelli. Catherine Emmerling. Jacqueline Pryor. Adrienne Barrett. Nicholas Martino. Tisa Nicole Riccardi. Christopher Bailey. Francisco Albero. Lee Ann Ruardi. Melissa Ann Croce. Darcy Lucia. Jennifer Pano.
I don't need my book.
No, you don't. I just leave it. Ah, we're done. Almost. Now we need to actually also confer the degree upon you. So, will all doctoral candidates please stand? I will now recognize the candidates for the Doctor of Education degree. Dr. Newell, will you please certify the Doctor of Education degree candidates?
Mr. President, the candidates whose name appear upon the printed program and who have successfully met all of the requirements for the Doctor of Education degree are hereby certified by the faculty for the receipt of their degrees.
Chairman Rowan, these candidates have been certified as having completed all the requirements for graduation. I present them to you as proper recipients of the Doctor of Education degree.
They saved the best for last. Okay, members of the class of 2015, whose names appear upon the printed program and who have been certified as having completed all the requirements for graduation by the authority vested in me as chairman of the Rowan University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the Doctor of Education degree with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereto. Thank you. Congratulations.
Dr. Candidate may please be seated. I will now recognize the candidates for the educational specialist degree. Will the candidates please rise? Dr. Newell, will you please certify the educational specialist candidates?
Mr. President, the candidates whose names appear upon the printed program and who have successfully met all requirements for the educational specialist are hereby certified by the faculty for the receipt of their degrees.
Chairman Rowan, these candidates have been certified as having completed all the requirements for graduation. I present them to you as proper recipients of the educational specialist degree.
Members of the class of 2015 whose names appear upon the printed program and who have been certified as having completed all the requirements for graduation by the authority vested in me as chairman of the Rowan University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the educational specialist degree with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Thank you. Please be seated. I will now recognize the candidates for the master's degree. Will the candidates please rise? Master's degree. Dr. Newell, will you please certify the master's degree candidates?
Mr. President, the candidates whose name appear upon the printed program and who have successfully met all the requirements for the Master of Arts, Master of Education, and Master of Science in Teaching degrees are hereby certified by the faculty for the receipt of their degrees.
Chairman Rowan, these candidates have been certified as having completed all the requirements for a graduation. I present them to you as proper recipients of the Master of Arts, Master of Education, and Master of Science in Teaching degrees.
Okay, we know the routine. Members, master's degree candidates of the class of 2015 whose names appear upon the printed program and who have been certified as having completed all the requirements for graduation by the authority vested in me as chairman of the Rowan University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the Master of Arts, Master of Education, and Master of Science in Teaching degrees with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Please be seated. I will now recognize the candidates for the bachelor's degree. Will the candidates please rise? Dr. Newell, will you please certify the bachelor's degree candidates?
Mr. President, the candidates whose names appear upon the printed program and who have successfully completed all of the requirements for the Bachelor of Arts degree are hereby certified by the faculty for the receipt of their degrees.
Chairman Rowan, these candidates have been certified as having completed all the requirements for graduation. I present them to you as proper recipients of the Bachelor of Arts degree.
Again, the best for last. Members of the class of 2015 whose names appear upon the printed program and who have been certified as having completed all the requirements for graduation by the authority vested in me as chairman of the Rowan University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the Bachelor of Arts degree with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereto. Congratulations and best of luck.
Wonderful. Congratulations to all of you. Please be seated.
Good afternoon, fellow students, administrators, trustees, professors, staff, overly emotional parents, siblings, grandparents, and friends. Today we come together to celebrate the achievements of the Rowan University class of 2015. While commencement speeches often tend to drown audience members in cliches such as, "This is the beginning," "The future belongs to you," "Go change the world," etc., these ideas, while somewhat truthful, are not profound. What I would like to do today is suggest to you a couple of things that I believe truly matter. In a short while, we will finally be able to call ourselves alumni of this great institution. We'll be on our own, celebrating freedom from our professors, advisors, RAs, and food at the caf. No more papers, no more all-nighters, no more Senate, no more Wi-Fi or parking problems, no more midnight submissions on Blackboard, no more Blackboard. We're all aware that being smart was not enough to get us here today. Through painful exams, papers, lesson plans, studying, and extracurricular activities, we have tested our heart, our will, our endurance, and for some of us, our ability to fight our natural inclination to procrastinate. During our times here at Rowan, we have had some of the happiest moments of our lives, forged permanent friendships, and created countless memories. But we have also experienced some of the most stressful or difficult moments in our lives thus far, all of which shaped the people we are today. We all came from different places, and each of us has a different reason for being here. Some of us are the first generation of college graduates in our families, while some of us hail from generations of Glassboro State and Rowan alumni. Very keenly, I remember the day I decided to attend Rowan. On Accepted Students Day, our Vice President of Student Life, Dean Richard Jones, gave a speech to all the prospective students. He told us that like the penguins in the movie Happy Feet, our hearts would sing when we found the place we were meant to be. He reminded us that our heart song is the voice we hear inside. It's who we truly are. And he said, you can't be truly penguin, or for that matter, a prof, without it. A heart song, Dean Jones added, is not something that can be taught. Each of us has to find it all by ourselves. We would know, he said, if Rowan was the place we were meant to discover it. My heart started singing on that day, and I will be forever grateful that it brought me here. Class of 2015, we have spent the last few years finding our heart songs by discovering ourselves, the things we love, and the people we hope to be. We all came to Rowan not knowing what we would become or what we would accomplish, but we will all leave knowing who we are, and that is a gift to be cherished and remembered. We may have all come here for different reasons, but we leave here together all having at least one thing in common. We will forever be the only graduates of the Rowan University class of 2015. So as we celebrate our graduation and move on to graduate school, jobs, and other opportunities, we also need to celebrate the people around us, the people who helped shape us into who we are now. I implore you to say thank you to your friends, your professors, your roommates, and your family, and then celebrate together what you have achieved. As we graduate this afternoon, I encourage each one of you to wake up tomorrow, the next day, and every day after that, keeping in mind one single fundamental truth, that the world is yours, and if you work hard, you can achieve anything you want. So as you leave Rowan, I urge you to remember to celebrate every moment as it comes. Life is short, and we all know that time goes fast. Finally, I leave you today with a reminder of a lesson that Rowan taught each of us outside of the classroom. In the immortal words of a doctor, who is as much a doctor as Dr. Dre, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. Good luck, graduates, and thank you for what you've brought to our institution. Now will the bachelor's degree candidates please stand for the turning of the tassel? Please join me from turning it from the right to the left on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You may all be seated.
One of my favorite quotes is from Dr. Marian Wright Edelman, president and founder of the Children's Defense Fund. She said, "Education is for improving the lives of others and for leaving your community and world better than you found it." Graduates of 2015, the future of our community and the world is in your hands. Congratulations. The audience is requested to remain in place until the platform party has recessed. Shuttles and golf carts back to the parking lots are available for those who need them in parking lot P on the right side of the green past Bowl Hall and on the left side of the green between Bunce Hall and the baseball field. Will everyone please rise for the alma mater and remain standing for the benediction and recessional?
The end of commencement 2015 is imminent. Formal activities soon will be over, and our newest graduates will leave to celebrate with their families and friends. Graduates, today marks an ending and a beginning. You not only leave here as a graduate, but you also prepare to enter the next chapter of your lives. Perhaps graduate school, military service, volunteerism, an internship, a new job. As you leave campus as our newest alumni, celebrate your accomplishments, treasure your memories of Rowan University, plan to use the knowledge you have gained, and maintain your friendships and ties to your alma mater. As we give thanks for this day, I am with something Arizona Congresswoman Gabrielle Gifford said in a 2009 commencement ceremony, and I quote her, "You cannot authentically live anyone's life but your own. That is the deal life offers us." To that straightforward thought, I add, go make the best deal possible, live the best life possible, and make a difference in our world. God bless the class of 2015, and God bless America.
treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. And you are my treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. And you